I'm going to tell you about an epic event that took place in October 1944. At dawn, just as the sun was about to rise, 35 men charged bravely toward 200 German soldiers. This epic event was also immortalized in an episode of the series Band of Brothers. Captain Dick Winters and the men of Easy Company created complete chaos in this area. So, how did this chaos begin? What really happened in these fields you see here that day? In this episode, I'm going to tell this story using all the available records and evidence we have. To understand this event, we need to understand the situation in the area. This region, known as the Island, was occupied by British Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery. This piece of land was strategically very important. It was surrounded by the Rhine River to the north and the Wall River to the south. There were also German forces aiming to capture the bridge in the area, and this had been overlooked. Most of the soldiers assigned to secure this region were from the U.S. 101st Airborne Division. This regiment included the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment. Let's take a closer look at it. The regiment was composed of 3 battalions. Each battalion consisted of 3 companies, with at least 125 men in each. As shown in the structure, Able, Baker, and Charlie companies formed the 1st Battalion. Dog Company, Easy Company, and Fox Company made up the 2nd Battalion. The 3rd Battalion consisted of George Company, Howe Company, and Item Company. In this structure, our focus will be on Lieutenant Colonel Robert Strayer's 2nd Battalion, specifically Easy Company. By the time Captain Richard Winters took command of Easy Company, he had already become a legend. He was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross for his success at Brecourt Manor. After that, he fought in Carentan and in the Nouenen attack during Operation Market Garden. Easy Company's role on the island was to advance toward the Rhine River and prevent enemy attacks across the rivers. Without further delay, when we arrive at the day of the engagement, October 5th, 1944, at 3:30 in the morning, Richard Winters ordered a patrol unit to move toward the northeast. The patrol did not advance as quietly as expected. As they moved through the thick fog, they were spotted. A German machine gun position was directly in front of them. The Germans had already seen them. The Germans opened fire first. The team withdrew under heavy fire and reported what they had seen to Richard Winters. Richard Winters wasted no time, gathered his men, and moved to the area. The soldiers were ordered to fix bayonets. Winters knew the Germans outnumbered them, but his plan was to create chaos with a sudden assault and break their lines. Then, all of Easy Company attacked without hesitation. The German positions were caught off guard, and within seconds their formation collapsed. Shortly after, the positions were captured, and the threat in the area was eliminated. As a result of this victory, William Jukman was killed and 22 men were wounded. The Germans also suffered heavy losses, and 7 were taken prisoner. But more importantly, this attack shattered the German plan to take the island. An Easy Company proved that even when outnumbered, a single decision could change everything.